Welcome back, car enthusiasts! Get ready for an exciting challenge in today's video. We're going to test your knowledge of car models. I can't wait to see how well you know your cars. So hit the like and subscribe button and let's dive right into it. Let's start with our first car. It may have gotten terrible gas mileage, but you were always center stage driving this beast of a machine. What is this pictured car? Is it a Buick Riviera Bobtail, Chevrolet Bel Air, or Ford Fairlane? Riviera Bobtail is the correct answer. Only set in 1971 to 1973, Buick Riveras have the distinctive bow-tail style seen here. But in recent years, buyers have shown increased interest in acquiring the unique vehicles. On to the second car. Can you name this pictured personal luxury vehicle? Suzuki GS1000S, Jaguar E-Type, or Toyota Corona? The iconic Jaguar E-Type, also known as the XKE, was produced from 1961 to 1975 and could reach a top speed of 150 miles per hour. If you wanted muscle and class rolled into one, this manufacturer's car was your first choice. What is this pictured car? Is it a Chevrolet Corvette, Ford Galaxy, or Chrysler Imperial? This picture is an example of the second-gen Chevrolet Corvette produced in St. Louis between 1962 to 1967. Since starring in the TV show Route 66, it's been widely known as America's sports car. Let's make it harder. This pictured car premiered in 1969 in Japan. What is its name? Is it a Ford Bronco, Chrysler New Yorker, or a Datsun 240Z? This car is the first General Nissan Fairlane Z, also known as the Datsun 240Z. How did anyone see with the mirrors so far forward? It's still a mystery. This car manufacturer is far from a household name, but the results speak for themselves. What is this pictured car? Is it an Aero SSC, Koenigsegg Trevetta, or Hudson Hornet? The Hudson Hornet was produced from 1951 until the Hudson Motor Car Company went out of business in 1954. This car was also featured in the Pixar movie Cars as the character of Doc Hudson, a retired Piston Cup champion. If you went back in time about 50 years, you would see the cars parked at all the hottest spots in town. What is this pictured car? A Ford F100, Cadillac Eldorado, or a Dodge Wayfarer? Who could mistake those massive tail fins for anything but a Cadillac Eldorado? This iconic Caddy is a late 50s model, though the model was made from 1952 to 2002. Let's go for an expensive car, worth over $1 million. What rare car is pictured here? Is it a Jaguar XJ220, Ferrari 288 GTO, or a Rolls-Royce Phantom? Another rare Ferrari on this list. Only 272 288 GTOs were produced from 1984 to 1987, so you'd better have deep pockets if you'd like to own one. What teenage guy didn't dream about having this all-American classic in their garage? What is this pictured car? Is it a Dodge Coronet, Pontiac Firebird, or a Bentley T1? Pontiac Firebird is the correct answer. The Pontiac Firebird was one of the 20th century most popular muscle cars, with over 100,000 units sold, mostly in the 1970s. Deliciously old school but still tastefully refined. What is this pictured high-end car? Is it a Lamborghini Diablo, McLaren 720S, or a Mazda Cosmo? One of the most iconic sports car of all time, A Lamborghini Diablo was produced from 1990 to 2001. It could top 200 miles per hour and was replaced in 2001 with the Lamborghini Murcielago. If you want to get your hands on this piece of luxury, you'll need an average $15 million. What is this pictured car? Is it a Dodge Viper, Ferrari 250 GT, or a Cadillac Calais? The Ferrari 250 GT was produced in limited numbers in the late 50s and early 60s. An example of the 250 GT California Spider SWB recently sold for a cool $17.1 million. If you can't name who manufactured this car, then you best turn in your gearhead badge as soon as possible. What is this pictured vehicle? Is it a Dodge Viper GTS, Porsche 911, or a Lexus GS 430? This Phase ZB Dodge Viper was produced from 2003 to 2007 and boasts a massive 500 horsepower. Its initial price started around $100,000. This car never got hot in America, but it stole the 1960s elsewhere. What is this pictured vehicle? Is it Triumph Spitfire, Spectre DB11, or a Mazda Cosmo? This small two-seat Triumph Spitfire sold hundreds of thousands of examples across Europe between 1962 to 1980. It was produced by the Triumph Motor Company out of Coventry, England. Before we continue with the challenge, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future car-related content. Now, let's get back to the quiz. Let's do an easy one. With a top speed of 205 miles per hour, what high-end speedster are we looking at in this picture? Is it an Isuzu Sport, Mitsubishi Mirage, or a Lamborghini Reventon? One of the fastest and most exclusive Lamborghinis produced, only 21 Reventons were produced between 2007 and 2009. They have been sold for more than $2 million. We're almost positive we've raced with this car in cruise in USA. What is this pictured vehicle? Is it a Buick LeSabre, Ford GT, or a Hyundai Sonata? The Ford GT is based on the 1960s classic Ford GT40. A new generation of Ford GT just started production in 2017 after an 11-year hiatus. Another easy one for you. You'll see these cars all over the West Coast. What revolutionary car are we looking at in this picture? Is it a Tesla Model S, DuPont Model H, or a Tesla Model X? And the answer you are looking for is Model S. The Tesla Model S is the world's second best-selling electric car of all time and can accelerate to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds. One look at the rear fence should be all you need to identify this manufacturer. What is this pictured car? Is it a Ram SRT10, Dodge Viper, or a Porsche Cayenne? The answer is Dodge Viper again. This Phase ZB Dodge Viper was produced from 2003 to 2007 and boasts a massive 500 horsepower. This car would become James Bond's favorite ride. What is this pictured vehicle? Is it a Jaguar XJ220, Jensen Motors S-Type, or an Aston Martin DB4 GT? Aston Martin is the winner. Just 25 Aston Martin DB4 GT Zagatos were produced, cementing this car's legacy as an ultra-exclusive ride fit for a spy. There are sanctioned 2 versions, each cost more than $1 million. She doesn't look aerodynamics, but this is still a car enthusiast favorite. What is this pictured automobile? Is the Mercury A, Mercer Type 35, or a Mons Jet? This Mercury 8 was the only car produced by the company between its founding in 1939 and 1951. It was then replaced by the Monterey. This company isn't known for making hip vehicles, so maybe we're looking at an exception. Who makes this pictured car? Is it a BMW i8, Volvo P1800, or a Kia Soul? The iconic Volvo P1800 was produced between 1961 to 1973, and one example holds the world mileage record for a car, having been driven for over 3 million miles by its owner. Time for question 20. Can you identify this pictured piece of vehicular muscle? Is it a Suzuki SX4, Pontiac Grand Am, or a Dodge Diplomat? This first-generation Pontiac Grand Am was the first in a long legacy of muscle cars whose production ended only recently in 2005. Their first generation was built entirely in Pontiac, Michigan. This classic car came in a few different iterations. This picture is a gull-wing version of what car? A Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, Jaguar F-Pace, or a Lexus RX 350. The iconic Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, with its distinctive gull-wing doors, was the fastest car in the world during its production from 1954 to 1963. It was voted Sports Car of the Century in 1999. This late 960s and early 970s classic was coveted by everyone in show business. What is this pictured car? Is it a Saab 900 Turbo, Porsche 959, or a Lamborghini Miro? Only 764 Lamborghini Miros were built between 1966 and 1973, meaning they have always been tough to get your hands on. It was the first supercar with a rear mid-engine two-seat layout. Beautiful to look at, rough to ride. This car looks better than it carries. What is this pictured vehicle? Is it a Lotus Esprit, Lotus 681, or a Toyota FJ40? The Lotus Esprit was produced from 1976 to 2005, with just over 10,000 built. This version is a fourth general model, made from 1987 to 1993. This beautiful machine looks like it was pulled straight out of Gotham. What is this pictured car? Is it a Lexus LX, Bugatti Type 57S SC, or a Chrysler 300C? Versions of the Bugatti Type 57S SC pictured here have sold for up to $40 million. Also known as the airlift, these unicars are some of the most valuable in history. And here is our last question. This company makes high-end luxury cars. What is this pictured vehicle? Is it an Infiniti QX60, GMC Sierra, or a Porsche Carrera GT? Only 1,270 Porsche Carrera GTs were produced from 2003 to 2007, ensuring owners would remain in a rare-field class. They came in as a sports car into nation's best sports cars of the 200s.